on this platform, the brief. It was between NDC and APC, but today it is involving three political parties: APP, YPP, and APC. Political competition is expected in every democracy. Disagreements are inevitable. Allegations are not unusual. But when allegations of violence, intimidation, and attacks on political party offices become recurring headlines, they raise fundamental questions, not just about politics, but about the health of our democratic institutions. And this morning, Imo State is once again confronted with such questions. In the early hours of Sunday, for those watching online now, we're displaying pictures on our Facebook page because we're streaming live on our Facebook page. You can be part of the conversation there. In the early hours of Sunday, the Young Progressives Party, YPP, and the Action People's Party, APP, alleged that their state secretariats and campaign materials came under attack by suspected thugs. And according to APP, heavily armed men allegedly invaded its secretariat at about 6:10 a.m., scaled the perimeter fence, forcefully gained access into the premises, and destroyed party billboards and campaign materials. The party further alleges that eyewitnesses identified a government official as leading those involved in the incident, an allegation that has become one of the most contentious aspects of this unfolding story that we will be sharing with you this morning. The APP described the incident as a direct threat to democracy, the rule of law, and peaceful political participation, and called on the Nigeria Police Force, the Department of State Services, to conduct what it calls a thorough, impartial, and transparent investigation. That's on one side. Now, the Young Progressives Party also says it was attacked. According to the state chairman of the party, Right Honorable Michael Anyanwu, unidentified men arrived in an unmarked Sienna vehicle around 2 a.m., vandalized the party's signboards, and attempted to force their way into the secretariat before fleeing after security guards raised an alarm. The party says it has reported the matter to the police and insists it will pursue justice through lawful means while refusing to be intimidated. However, there is another side to this story. Now, wait for it. The All Progressives Congress categorically denied any involvement. There was a statement released by the State Publicity Secretary, Onwusuanya FCC Jones, PhD, dismissing the allegations, arguing that some political parties may have stage managed, that was the word used, the incidents in a bid to attract public attention and their political relevance. And the APC is insisting that it has nothing to gain from attacking opposing parties, considered politically insignificant, and maintains that it believes in democratic engagement through ideas, performance, and the ballot, not violence. Interestingly, these latest allegations come barely days after the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC, also alleged that its members were attacked in Owerri Municipal, claiming that that particular claim equally generated widespread political debate, which we also had right here on this platform on the brief on Groove 98.1 FM. Now, this morning, we're asking the question: is this merely a coincidence? Are opposition parties in Imo State genuinely facing a disturbing pattern of political intimidation, or are these carefully orchestrated allegations intended to shape public opinion and gain political sympathy? More importantly, what evidence exists beyond the claims and counterclaims, and what responsibility do security agencies have in ensuring that facts, not political narratives, determine the truth? These are the questions that will shape our conversation this morning, and we already have our guest in the studio and also the guest that is joining us virtually. Joining us in the studio is Right Honorable Michael Anyanwu, the state chairman of Young Progressives Party. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us, Honorable.
Oh, good morning, Imo. Good morning, Imo.
All right, great. And we are expecting the State Publicity Secretary of the Action People's Party, APP, Ambassador Steve Nadi, KSM. But joining us virtually, as usual, he's not new to this conversation. We had a similar conversation, but it was about NDC last week. The All Progressives Congress Publicity Secretary in Imo State, Omusanya FCC Jones, PhD. He joins us virtually this morning. Glad to have you join us, Dr. Jones. Good morning to you. Dr. Jones, are you there? Dr. Jones, are you there? Glad to have you join us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, great. You're welcome. Thank you for joining.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Good morning to you, Dr. Jones. Thank you for joining us this morning.
And good morning to my brothers in the studio, and good morning to Imo State.
All right, great. So let's begin the conversation now. We are starting with the guest in the studio, the chairman of state chairman of the Young Progressives Party, Right Honorable Michael Ayanwu, who is with us in the studio. Mr. Chairman, you described the incident as an attack on your party. Beyond the damaged signboards and the testimony of your security guards, what concrete evidence do you have that this was politically motivated rather than ordinary vandalism?
Okay, thank you. You see, this incident is coming days after we condemned the attack on another political party, the NDC, because we believe we should have an enabling environment for all political parties to compete, based on ideas, not based on violence, not based on intimidation. And we saw the attack on a political party in the States, and we publicly condemned that. We publicly condemned violence. And days after, we saw our party secretariat attacked, our signages vandalized. If you come to where our party secretariat is located, is situated, there are several other organizations operating within their premises. All their signages are standing tall, untouched. But ours was completely vandalized. Not just vandalized. There were attempts to gain entry into the premises. If not for the proactiveness of our security personnel, that raised a panic alert, and which made the intruders, the attackers, to disperse from that vicinity.
Okay, for record purpose, give us the timeline of events. When you heard, what your security guards told you about this attack.
Yes, our security personnel informed us, which the party has documented, that these attackers, hoodlums, I don't know what what to use, came to the party secretariat at odd hours of between 3 and 4 a.m.
Okay.
This was when they came. Our security personnel saw them. They encountered. They had an encounter with them, and also saw somebody. But then we don't want to assume based on assumption. He also saw a government. Someone who looks like a government official.
He looks like, or he's a government official.
Or he looks like a particular government official.
Okay.
But we don't want to hinge our, our facts on that, because he was not too sure. But, there's a pointer pointer that, there could be a kind of involvement of certain individuals who are threatened by the growing strength of our party in the state.
So you're saying it's likely sponsored by the government, but you're not sure, according to the account of your security guard.
Yes. I'm not saying this is sponsored by the government.
Okay.
But based on the account of my security personnel.
Okay.
I don't want to base this on that assumption because he wasn't too sure. But he made that remark of somebody looking like a particular government official who was directing these talks, to destroy our party's property at the Secretariat.
Okay, interesting. But let's return, because let's return to Dr. Jones virtually now. Dr. Jones, you heard the account of the chairman of the YPP this morning, and I'm sure you want to respond. But before we delve, is this not one too many? Your party is the ruling party in the state. It was just Friday that we had a conversation related to this, and now two other political parties are coming up today to say they were attacked. Their secretariats were attacked. The APC, in the statement that you released, dismissed these allegations as stage managed. On what factual basis did your party reach that conclusion, even before security agencies concluded their investigations?
Thank you very much, Oni. I think I wouldn't have given these people, or this Michael is my friend, so I would not want to dismiss him as a non-starter. I think he's a very brilliant young man. It's unfortunate he's been given a very heavy, burdensome brand to market. Let me ask him some direct questions to be able to let our listeners, let Imo lives know what the truth is. Michael Oni, the anchor of this program, I do not think you have heard of YPP as a political party winning a councillorship seat in Imo State before now. So, commonsensically, you should be able to understand that party poses no threat. That party I've come from Omo Kwarume Zaga ward in Idato North local government area. If that party chairman can tell me who is the ward chairman in my ward, I can take him a little seriously. That is by the way. Secondly, he said his security personnel was able to stop a group of people, or people he assumes to be thugs, in a Sienna bus. And I want to ask him, how many security personnel does he have in his office? How many guns do they have that they or he could stop a group of hoodlums in a Sienna bus? Thirdly, I want to ask, or let me point out, that government does not operate in darkness. If the government has reasons to implement or to execute an order, or to ensure that a law is being followed, government officials do not need to come in the cover of darkness. They will come in open daylight and serve you the papers you need to get and carry out any legal action they need to carry out. So, and the video of the purported incident is all over social media. Does it look, what kind of talk? What kind of government official, what kind of security official will come and just tear a billboard that looks like something that was done with a razor or with bare hands? If there is thuggery, there has to be forceful entry. There has to be evidence of forceful entry. So that is why I say, and I stand by it. Before now, YPP didn't have nobody knew about their existence. So as someone who operated in the opposition for a very long time, and as someone who has operated in the media for a very long time, who is a known media strategist, these are things they do in order to attract attention. But they're not very smart about it.
So Dr. Jones,
Yes.
how is the strength of YPP related to the conversation we're having just morning?
It's commonsensical enough.
Okay.
He is saying, I'm going by his words, he's saying that we are threatened, that the APC is threatened by the strength of YPP. Is that not what he said? And I am asking him, what strength has that YPP shown that they should threaten us as a political party? Has YPP ever won a councillorship seat in Imo State? Do they have presence in Imo State? If there are people around you, ask them the ward they come from and ask them who is the ward chairman of YPP. APC has its leadership structure across the 305 wards in the state, across the over 4,700 polling booths in the Imo State. We have 27-member booth army everywhere. So why would we be threatened by a political party that does not have a leadership in many of the wards in the state? How will we be threatened by a political party that doesn't have a councillor? How would we be threatened by a political party whose candidates you do not know? Tell him to mention the candidate of the YPP in Owerri Municipal, where your studio is situated now, and let us know the history of that individual and how he poses a threat to a party that has 305 councillors, has 27 local government executive chairmen, has 27 House of Assembly members, has 3 senators out of 3 senators, has 8 House of Representatives members out of 10, has the sitting governor, has the deputy governor. Oh my God! How are we going to be threatened by a political party that exists on mere paper?
But Dr. Jones, allow me to cut you short here. It's a known fact that Senator Ifeanyi Ubah of blessed memory was elected under the platform of the YPP into the Senate.
Is Senator Ifeanyi Ubah from Imo State?
No. You.
We are
I just
talking
want
about
you to
Imo
be...
State. We are not talking about Anambra State.
Okay, I just wanted, because you were like, okay,
305 was I mentioned are in Imo State. The 27 LG executive chairman I mentioned are in Imo State. So let's talk about Imo State.
I'm going to return to Honorable Michael in the studio here this morning. Honorable Michael, you heard the response of Dr. Jones, right? He said your party is not strong enough to even be a challenge for APC. Talk more of sending people to attack the party. So it's a no-no. So I don't know how you want to respond to this. The strength of your party won. And again, is it that your security personnel do not have video evidence of what happened? Because I still want to buttress the point of we saw somebody that looked like a government official. How do you identify a government official, Honorable Michael?
Okay, I don't want to join words, with Jones. Like he said, we're good friends, But then, talking about the strength of my party, the Young Progressives Party, here we shouldn't be talking about how many councillors you have, how many House of Assembly you have, how many senators you have, how many and having a sitting governor. We should be talking about governance, good governance. How has this translated to good governance? How has this improved the living condition of the people? How has this improved security in the state? These are things we should be talking about. We should be talking about impact, not how many, public officials you have. So when you're already disconnected from the people and you see a party like the Young Progressives Party positioning itself as a credible alternative, there is tendency of that having that jittery within the camp. But I'm not here to accuse anybody. I'm here to condemn everything about political violence.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who the victim is.
Now, I'm sure you've read the statement released by the APC on this particular incident. Now, I want to ask you, what do you make of that statement, especially the argument that opposition parties may be exaggerating these incidents for political sympathy? What do you say to those who believe that this was merely a publicity stunt?
Yeah, that's the most ridiculous part of that release. You know, it shows how people tend to trivialize serious issues that poses security threat. You know, because this kind of situation, this culture of attacking opposition parties, if we allow it to continue, the state may degenerate into a state of anarchy. So we should condemn this. You know, saying that political parties stage manage this is very ridiculous. What do we stand to benefit as a political party that is positioning itself as a credible alternative to engender good governance in the state? What do we stand to benefit by tarnishing our image, by destroying our own property? I'm trying to understand what's
for public sympathy.
No.
According to Dr. Jones,
we don't need public sympathy, you know, because we are going to send our messages. Our Imo people are already identifying with us. Imo people are already tired of the poor leadership being experienced. Imo people are already, they need a credible alternative, and they know that YPP has positioned itself as such.
Okay, just a moment. While you were sharing your thoughts on this particular issue, and of course giving your opinion on this issue, Ambassador Steve Nandi walked in. Ambassador Steve Nandi, KSM, is the State Publicity Secretary of the Action People's Party, APP. Glad to have you join us this morning, Ambassador Nandi. Good morning to you.
It's a pleasure.
All right. We have Dr. Jones, who is the Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, the ruling party in Imo State, and also just seated beside you is the chairman of the Young Progressives Party, Right Honorable Michael Ayawu. Now, we started the conversation. You're already familiar with what we're discussing. Your party specifically alleged that a government official, in fact, a name was mentioned, Governor's Special Advisor on Monitoring and Compliance, Nze Chinasa Nwaneri. That was the name that was mentioned by the APP that led the attack to your secretariat. That is a serious allegation. What evidence supports such a direct accusation, Ambassador Nadi, this morning?
Thank you. Let me correctly put my name straight.
Okay.
For record purpose.
Okay.
My name is Steve Nadi, not Namdi.
Okay, Nadi, sir. Apologies, sir.
Double ADI.
All right, great.
It is neither here nor there for the ruling party, the outgoing party, the Broom party of Imo State, to even begin to conjecture, to begin to think that an opposition party like the APP, the Action People's Party, the main opposition party in the state, with 2 National Assembly members, structures across 305 words, across 305 27 local government, we begin to assume that our party, that is the darling of the people, today, is unthinkable. It's a figment of imagination that will plan, organize, and came to our party secretariat to begin to think about that. It's a hallucination in the night. It's uncalled for. This has been the pattern of the ruling party in the state. Don't forget, in our release, just a week ago, on Sunday, 12th of this month, that particular character led talks, armed talks, to destabilize the meeting, an ongoing meeting in Umuima in Owerri Municipal. His name was mentioned in the viral video. This is not hearsay. It is still evident. You can punch your phone and see the name. The meeting was not only disrupted, attendees, supporters, and members of that party were chased away from the hall, wounded, brutalized. Again, a candidate of my party, our party, named Honorable Ogogo Ambadiwe, in faraway Aramtizog, is that or not, was holding a meeting. A similar incident with the same vehicle, unbranded Sienna, invaded the venue and chased away members of my party, our party. This is not a happenstance. This is not just a concocted imagination. It is a deliberate, calculated antics of the ruling party to instill fear into supporters and members of the opposition parties, to ensure that during the election there will be apathy and they will do their normal business. But let me tell them something. Imo people are prepared for this election coming 16th and 6th of February. 16th of January 2027, Imo people are not only ready to make a statement that will be bold, to say that look, we are not only disenchanted and dissatisfied with what has been happening in Imo State for the past more than 6 years, that we are ready to take our destiny into our hands. That look, never again in Imo, that one man, a group of people will gather and begin to postulate and think that we will dance to their tune. It will never happen again. What we pray for, our appeal is that allow a level playing ground. If you say you have done well, is this a referendum for your party? For you to return back to the ballot? Those that you say you've done well will return you seamlessly. Why this macabre dance? Why this madness? So our appeal, I want to reinforce the appeal that the governor of the state, is it the chief security officer of the state? He should call his aides and supporters of the ruling party order to allow political process as is enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended in 1999, that it cannot civil opposition, it cannot have one party state in Imo.
Okay,
it cannot happen.
Ambassador Steve, we're going to return to the issue of one party states. The governor also mentioned it over the weekend when he was hosting the presidential team during their visit to Imo State. But let's return to Dr. Jones virtually now. You heard Ambassador Steve there. APP, yes, APP specifically mentioned the name of a senior government official. And this same government official was mentioned last week on this show. We had you when there was also an issue with the NDC. Has the APC spoken with him regarding these allegations, and has he denied any involvement?
Thank you very much, Michael Oni. You know, I am up against two people, so you have to allow me a lot of time to respond to issues. Now, let me start from Michael, my friend, Anyang, who is the chairman of YPP in Imo State. He asked a very salient question. What would his party benefit from stage managing an attack on their party secretariat? And I give him 2 or 3 benefits. One is that stage managed attack on his party secretariat has earned him an invitation to the radio station this morning, which they hadn't gotten before now. 2, that stage-managed attack had given Imolites an opportunity to know that party exists, even though on paper. Before now, Imolites didn't know about the existence of the party. Now, let me move quickly to Steve Nnadi. I will still come back to Michael. Steve Nnadi has not represented his party well This is a program that was scheduled for 8:40, and he's walking in late. He couldn't even apologize. That tells you the character and the orientation of the political party he represents.
You are not the
But that does not surprise me. That's one. Two, you asked him a very direct question. He mentioned the name of an official of the government whom he said led the purported attack on his party secretariat. You asked him, what evidence do you have to support that? That's a very clear question. And he went ranting around the issue. That tells you that that political party cannot be trusted. And when he says his party is the second opposition or the opposition, the main opposition party in Imo State because they have 2 members of the House of Representatives, that is a lie. That is a bloody lie. Because one, this party stole the mandate of the other political parties through which they went into the House of Representatives. And the Constitution of Nigeria does not permit that. Ugochi Nyerika Agwonu, who is the member representing me in the House of Representatives, got to the House of Representatives through the PDP. And before then, he already has this special purpose vehicle registered. That party has been registered for about 10 years now. If he trusted the viability of this political party, why didn't he run under it? Why was he so desperate to run under a more established political party? And after winning, he stole their mandate and moved it to another political party in order to see if his political party can survive. Because that political party is already facing very serious litigation to be deregistered. Because the Constitution of Nigeria provides that if you do not meet certain criteria within a particular election cycle, you should be deregistered as a political party.
So, Dr. Jones, how does this relate to the attack on?
I'm trying to, when you are talking to the public, you need to establish that just help. An organization that is alleging something is irresponsible and does not have a history of credibility. And that is where the people have to take it from. This political party does not have a history of credibility. You asked him a direct question. He accused someone, and tomorrow, if he is invited by the police or taken to court to prove this obviously false allegation, he will still come back to tell you people that he's being witch hunted.
But Dr. Jones,
you asked him, you are not a lawyer, you are not a judge, you are not a policeman. You asked him, and you are very friendly to him, obviously. You asked him, can you give us evidence? This is a responsible organization like that should have CCTVs installed.
Dr. Jones, just a moment.
I also asked Michael Anyanwu a question. He said his security personnel was able to stop a group of young men or women or whoever he said came to his office from entering the office. And I asked a question which he didn't answer. How many security personnel does he have in that office?
Okay, Dr. Jones.
How much arms do they have that they could repel an attack by the people they call thugs?
Dr. Jones, just a moment. Just a moment.
I am responding to two people. I do not want to leave any issue on.
No issue. We're trying to make use of the time very well to manage the time. All right, but we need to understand something, right, Dr. Jones? Are you not worried that opposition parties are being attacked in the state? First, it was NDC. Okay, what?
Moving that rank. I am doing this I am saying this not even as a politician, so to say. I'm saying this as an Imolite. Let us use our common sense. The idea, this is something they did in 2023. They want to attract public sympathy. They want to cast my party in bad light, that my party is attacking them for what? These political parties held their primaries. What would it benefit us to attack a political party secretariat? If there was any need to attack them, it was to stop them from fielding candidates. And if anybody had gone to disrupt their primaries, they may not have had candidates. This is commonsensical. We are Imolites, and Imolites are among the most enlightened people in Nigeria. So if people want to carry on a publicity stunt. They should be more creative about it. These things don't add up at all.
Okay.
Why would anybody go in the dead of the night to attack a political party secretariat? Political parties that do not exist, that merely exist on...
Okay, Dr. Jones, we will definitely return. We will return to you, Dr. Jones.
Not paying for signages, and let me make it very clear. Payment for signages is the law and norm everywhere in the world. If you have to erect, even if you have to even paste a sticker on a door, there are laws guiding it. You must make payments. So
Okay,
tomorrow, if that part of the law if we begin to enforce it, nobody should say this is not right. If we are a government, and the government must take responsibility to enforce law to protect the people, to ensure that things are done in an orderly manner.
Okay, Dr. Jones.
Out there is that we are attacking them. What are we attacking them for?
Dr. Jones,
Human rights are very enlightened. Them attack a political.
Dr. Jones, we will return to you. You've stated a lot of issues.
Dr. Jones, please.
Dr. Jones,
Dr. Jones, please.
we will return to you.
Please,
we will return to you,
Thank you.
so that we can have the other two gentlemen in the studio. We will return to you. Let us try and manage the time.
And accuse us and walk away like that.
Just a moment.
No, please.
I'm in the image of my political party. And
Okay. Okay, just allow me cut you short at this point. You mentioned the issue of payment of signages. Let's ask the two gentlemen in the studio.
Exactly.
Did you receive any form of notification from the signage, that's IMSA, about payments or default or whatever around your signage? Perhaps that's the reason that they were pulled down. I'll start with you, Honorable Mike.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jones should allow us respond.
Dr. Jones,
Dr. Jones,
Jones
will return to you.
Jones cannot monopolize the show.
You have to do that. You have to pay for them to put
yes,
it down.
let them tell us what if they were notified.
Don't make that assumption, please.
No, Dr. Jones, let's know if they were notified that they are owing or
Of the night. Assuming that needed to be done.
No. We've left that part. The point is, we want to find out, did they receive any form of notice, letter, circular, whatever, from IMSA around payment of signage? Let's establish that first. Honorable Mike, please.
Okay. First, before I go into that, I would like to make, in a way, to respond to a particular issue Jones said I did not respond to. You know, how many security personnel we have, and how they were able to repel the talks. You know, I think there are certain things Jones is saying that's making, arousing suspicion.
Yeah.
Because if you're asking me whether my security personnel were armed to be able to repel the talks, does it mean that he's trying to tell me that the thugs that came were armed and he knew that they were armed, and we should be able to have security personnel that were armed to be able to repel them? That is one. And I don't need to furnish him the information of our security architecture. That is personal to us. Then the issue of signage, whether we received a letter. Yes, I did receive a letter. And this letter focused on signages for 2027 general elections. Signages for 2027 general elections. That's for the campaigns.
We are with a copy of the letter in the studio.
Yes.
Okay.
For general elections, for campaigns.
Yes.
Now, these are the rates. It's mind-boggling, mind-blowing that a state government would want to charge 55 million naira for signage, for election signage. Is here. I'm not the maker of this document.
For which political office?
This is for governorship. 55,250,000 naira.
Who signed that letter, please?
This Director of Operations.
The name?
No name.
No name.
They didn't put a name.
Okay.
You see. So this is from IMSA. You know, so my issue here is not this signage, because we've not defaulted. You know, our signages that were destroyed were not campaign signages. These were signages that served as landmark, that gave direction to our office, our secretariat. And what we have on these signages are just the name of the political party, that's the Young Progressives Party, and then our email address and portal. Finish. No other information. Then the other signage they also destroyed had the face of our national chairman, Comrade Bishop Amakre, then the face of our national secretary, then our apex leader in the state, High Chief Dr. Kemdi Chinopara, and then myself and the state secretary. So these are not campaign signages. So even if, let's assume, without considering that government agents came to enforce what's it called, signage rate default, maybe we didn't pay the rate and they want to enforce this, should they come at that middle of the night at an odd hour, which people invade people's premises at an odd hour? If not criminal elements, which people invade people's premises between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. That was when this incident happened. Our security personnel witnessed this himself, and he raised an alarm. That was why they dispatched when they wanted to forcefully gain access into the premises. And people are saying we stage managed this. Something we had to even involve the police.
Have you?
Yes, we went to the nearest police station to do an entry. How do we seek investigation of security agencies on something we masterminded?
Just a moment, Honorable Michael. Let's return to Ambassador Steve in the studio. You heard a lot that Dr. Jones said, and that there are issues in your party. Maybe that is the reason that might be what led to the attack on you. It might be internal wrangling, and again that your party is not a party to beat in the coming election. That APC is a strong political party to beat in the coming general election. So why attack the party? I don't know how you want to respond to these issues raised by Dr. Jones this morning.
I seriously vehemently take exception to the rhetorics of Omosoye Jones. He's been known as a funny character.
Let's focus on the
I
issues.
want to put it on record.
Okay.
He's been very notorious and synonymous with things like this. This is not fiction.
Let's focus on the issue. Let's
there was something he said.
without
when I came in
focusing
here,
on the character.
When I came in here,
yes,
I came in from my community in Biri. And one of the internal contradictions of this government that is going at APC government is as a result of poor performance.
Hear me.
Yeah,
poor performance.
Dr. Jones, you will
listen
respond.
to me carefully. If you do not try to describe me in that word, even your principal, the man who
I'm very
cannot.
My village and my town
who is your sponsor,
is just
we do not know
10
what they
minutes
do for a
drive
living,
from the
apart
capital
political jobbery.
I have been on the road. I have been on the road for more than 30 minutes to get to this studio.
Do for a living.
Why?
Jones,
Because
Dr. Jones,
there is no moderable.
Dr. Jones, can you give us a moment? You will respond, please.
That is the character. That is the character in the party that is. And because of
Ambassador, please. Okay. He said you are being personal.
No.
So please.
He also accused me.
Please.
I want to paint a picture of where I'm coming from.
No, please.
Because
I think you can make your point.
Okay, I'm making my point. Yes. I came
No.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones, let him he's trying to respond, but he won't be personal.
He cannot monopolize this program.
He's going to state facts.
I'm stating the facts.
So let him state facts.
This program was built for 8:40. I left my home from Mbieri to this place, thinking that I would drive less than 10-15 minutes. I have been on the road for close to 45 minutes to this place because of bad road network. From my town to here, supposed to not cost less than 5 minutes. But because the government of the day have failed in providing the basic infrastructure, which is road, there's no way you can put your tire. There's no motorable road in the whole of Mbitoli, my local government, across the remaining 25 local governments except Owerri municipal. So that is the internal contradiction we are talking about. That was what led me to come late, and I apologize at the background. He wants me to apologize to him. He is not the umpire or presenter of this program. I put into that. Talking about my party, APP party, I'm surprised that a person of his caliber is not aware that this matter have been given a finality in the Supreme Court of Nigeria. That look, the party APP is duly registered, and it has been proved beyond reasonable doubt with facts that the party is not only constitutionally banned but legitimate to stand the election. So that is that from my party. He went on to talk about Ikengu and members of the National Assembly. It is shame, it is joking with the sensibilities of Imo people that APC came today as a ruling party with a lot of the campaigns, including Imo. Even here we stay, they were a federal constituency. The man who won the election from Labour cross-carpeted. Today he can boast that they own members of National Assembly because of the way they put them to the war and they join the party. That is that. And part the attack on the Secretariat of APP. He knows, and even members of his party knows, that APP in Imo is not only the main opposition, but it is a party that has endeared themselves to the people of Imo State. Why do I say so? Today, at the Secretariat, you can count hardly across the 27 local government that stakeholders, critical stakeholders, are not jostling to join the movement on how to change the narrative in Imo State. Talking about the man who has been behind this crisis, I stand to be corrected. There are clips, one on 12th, two on 14th, being mentioned. The people that mention him and with the clips cannot be mistaken. It cannot be mistaken that one happened in Umohima, two in Idato, three in Okiwe Road in Owerri.
Okay, the one in Umohima,
yes,
has to do with the NDC.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not about my party, but what we are saying is that
it has nothing to do with APP.
What we are saying is that democracy is being threatened.
Okay.
And if we keep quiet, the opposition will be stable. He is asking me the strength of my the personnel of the security of APP. It is laughable. How can I give you that?
But the one that happened at your secretariat,
yes,
I read your statement and you
Sunday
specifically mentioned the name of a government official.
Thank you.
Now,
that is the same vehicle. The vehicle was sighted in Umohima. It was sighted in that or not. It was sighted on Sunday early morning, pointing that it is a deliberate attempt by the ruling government with the agent to ensure that the opposition is stable. It cannot stable the opposition to a one-party state. The people,
okay.
The people must decide the party they want to ventilate the idea, and the party is APP.
Interesting. So let's return to Dr. Jones quickly. Then we go straight to the phone lines and get reactions from our phone lines. Dr. Jones, you heard Ambassador Steve there, and you also heard Honorable Michael. Now, critics argue that repeatedly describing opposition parties as unknown or irrelevant could contribute to a hostile political climate. Do you think political language matters?
Political language matters. The truth does not need to be said in very beautiful language. The truth remains the truth. If I say that Stephen Nadi is reading from a prepared script, that may not be very wonderful to him, but that's the truth.
But
if
he's
I
not.
say the APP,
He's got no,
But he's
he's
not.
got no script in the
But
studio.
he's not.
Dr. Jones.
through his advocates, are you his solicitors?
No,
I'm not
please,
his solicitor,
no,
but,
please,
but
Dr. Jones.
I'm live in the
No,
studio.
Dr. Jones,
What do you
please,
think?
And there is no statement.
Very,
Just a
very,
moment.
very
Let
good. What do you
we are
think
the
it is?
no. Just a moment. We are the umpire of
Please,
this
please.
discourse. But
He's a funny
Dr.
character.
Jones, no.
Talk
Just a
from both
moment.
sides of his
No.
mouth.
No, but I think
Ambassador,
but I
I
think
will
please,
take that again for him.
No,
I will
ambassador,
take that.
ambassador. Just a moment. Let's face the
It's
issues.
uncomfortable.
Let's face the issues, right? Let's face the issues, please.
Dr. Jones,
reciting
Dr. Jones,
a
please,
rehearsed-
please,
call him to
please,
order.
Dr. Jones, please,
Please call him to order.
Dr.
I
Jones,
won't take that rubbish again
Dr.
from
Jones,
him.
please, you don't impinge on people's personal space,
He's
please,
not with you.
please.
Very smart
None
with
of
him.
them,
Very funny character.
save for the letter that Honorable Michael had to read out. They are not with any. In fact, they are not pressing their phones. They are giving you maximum attention. So please, let's play fair. This is always a. Please. So, Dr. Jones, I want you
move on.
to. I want you to come back to the question that Michael asked you.
Does not
No, please, Dr. Jones, no, we won't take that.
He's
Please.
aware of what happened on Sunday. He's
What
aware
are
of
we
what
not
happened
taking? We have moved on from that.
All
right.
So,
He's aware.
Let's allow Dr.
From
Jones.
what he has said.
Ambassador, let's
He's
allow
completely
Dr.
not
Jones.
this particular
Shouting
act.
in the
He's
studio.
very, very
That's how
complicit
it
of
works.
this particular
Dr.
development.
Jones,
He knows
let's
what
allow.
happened.
Let's allow.
That is why he's telling me.
Ambassador-
that when the police
Ambassador,
invite me,
let's
now
allow-
what will I say? Look at him.
Dr. Jones,
He's not the security agency.
Ambassador, just a moment. Let's allow Dr. Jones. We will
He's
return to
very,
you.
very careful.
Let's allow Dr. Jones now, Ambassador. Let's allow Dr.
Let's allow,
Jones,
please.
He's not a monopolist.
Thank you.
Dr.
All right,
Jones,
Dr. Jones,
please
you have your time now.
Use proper words,
all right,
please.
thank you very much. So, if I say that the APP is not known to Imo people, it's a mushroom political party, that is stating the obvious, because that party has been in existence for about 10 years. Have they ever won any election in Imo State? And they have always fielded placeholders as governorship candidates. In 2023, Gochinyere was running under PDP. His elder brother, Obinna, was the candidate of APP in Idato federal constituency. He knows that the party is not viable. These are truths. These are facts. I don't need to, sugarcoat words in order to communicate. So the party has never. How do we know a paperweight political party? How do we know a mushroom political party? How do we know a party that is not viable? There are parties that have never won elections.
But don't you think these issues?
Party strength is measured by election all over the world. I can come up tomorrow and say the name of my party is Jones Political Party, JPP, and I can be registered. But does that make me a qualified political party? Does that make me a viable political party? That party, until recently, the national chairman was the father of Ugo Chinyere, Ikawono. That's why I call it an SPV.
Okay,
I mentioned here, and I will want to be challenged.
How does this? How these things that you listed now? How do they contribute? How do they contribute to
Jones.
the issues that we have
Dr.
on
Jones,
ground, Dr.
This
Jones?
is not why I'm
Ask me
here.
about
Yes,
the
I
strength
agree.
of the political party, and I am telling you that this political
Okay,
party
Dr. Jones.
any election.
Dr. Jones,
The young man has debated
Ambassador,
from the
please.
topic. That is true.
I apologize. Let's call this thing to shape.
A care to call
So
it
no, please. Let's stop the name calling, please. Thank you. So, Dr. Jones, at this point,
My issue
moving
here is
forward,
no one should monopolize the studio. You should be in charge.
We are already in
We are
charge, and
already
as you
in
know, we
You
are
give
trying
him
to.
all immediate time to speak.
No, Ambassador, you
No,
had
it's
your
on
time.
purpose. I won't take it.
Ambassador,
so
you also had your
well,
time.
let's begin to take focus at this
Why
point.
the party quiver in the stake if the party is not viable? Why the party quiver? Why are you afraid?
Gentlemen,
Why is the ruling party afraid?
gentlemen, we may have to take.
You have won election. Wait on 16th.
We may have to take a break now.
Yes.
We may have to take a break now.
Yes, we'll take a break.
We'll take a break. When we
Wait
return,
on 16th and see what
we will continue the
people will do.
conversation. Stay tuned.
Don't go anywhere, please.
There's no-
Every morning, the headlines arrive.
This morning I've got The Punch, The Sun, The Guardian, The Nation, and The Vanguard.
A decision is made.
No provision is there for fuel subsidy. The fuel subsidy is gone.
We were also able to get the federal government to upgrade the Federal Medical Center to University Teaching Hospital for use at Federal University of
A controversy erupts and social media explodes with opinions.
Enough is enough. All this bloodshed is enough in this country. We cannot be talking politics every day.
A time has come that if somebody say, brother, send 2,000 naira to me, you will tell the person, please let me see your PVC.
Politicians make promises, government unveils new initiatives, the economy shifts, communities react, and millions of Nigerians are left asking the same question. What does it all mean? That's why on Groove 98.1 FM, we don't just report the news, we dig deeper. We ask the tough questions. We examine the facts. Tune into The Brief, where topical issues are dissected, discussed, analyzed, and put into proper perspective every weekday from 8:30 a.m. on Groove 98.1 FM. We break it down. The Brief, only on Groove 98.1 FM.
Business, I bet you get brand. Why they whisper am like saying a secret? Make the world hear you. If people no hear you, how they want take know wetin you dey do? Now where Groove FM Owerri enter? We not just the broadcast for Owerri alone. We dey reach everywhere, online, on air, global level. Anywhere your customer dey, na there your message go land. We go package your advert clean well. Sharp jingle where they enter your ear once. Sponsored program where people go love. Even powerful religious program wey go connect you with your audience. Whether na your business, your church program, your event, or your brand where you want blow. Groove 98.1 FM. We go make them loud, clear, and you no go forget them. Groove 98.1 FM. Go make your business groove worldwide. No do yourself for. Hala us on 0707 715 9694. 0707 715 9694. Or waka come see us for plot 111 Pocket Layout off Clifford Apartment off 2nd Inland Road, New Owerri, Imo State.
Groove 98.1 FM. Owerri, in tune with you.
All right, thank you so much for staying tuned. Still the morning brief, we call it the brief right here on Groove 98.1 FM Owerri. Of course, we had to douse the tension in the studio and of course get reactions. We will return to Dr. Jones. We will return to Ambassador Steve in the studio. We're also going to return to Honorable Michael in the studio. But we need to get reactions from the people first. Then we'll return to the gentlemen in the studio. Please, gentlemen, let us be gentle enough. All right. It shouldn't be the woman in our midst that is calming us down. She has been the one in the midst trying to calm us down. Please let's take reactions. 0911 660 6981 or 0913 838 0808. Let's have your thoughts this morning. Hello, good morning to you and welcome to the Groove. Welcome to the brief on Groove FM. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you. My name is Kajetan Duke.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Yes, my name is Kajetan Duke. I'm calling from my humble abode in Guru in local government of Imo State. I just listened to my friend Jones, and he was dancing from one corner to the other. I want to draw your attention to a press release made by my friend MCC Jones on the 15th of this month. Of paragraph 4 of that press release, MCC Jones wrote, and I read, government agents led by the ever proactive special advisor to the governor in the Chinatawaneri mobilized members of his task team, including officers of the Nigerian police, mobilized to restore order and protect innocent Imo citizens, including some of our beloved mothers and other vulnerable citizens from harm. These citizens are grateful to the government for their prompt intervention, without which there might have been some fatalities. This press release was in response to the attack on NDC in Imo Owerri. Now, on the same event,
yes, quickly, sir, please. Okay. Yes. Hello, Ambassador. Just a moment, please. Hello. We will. Okay, we need to get more reactions from the phone lines. Now, your time is up. Let's get more reactions from the phone lines, please.
I want to establish something.
Establish quickly, because we have others on the line. Please, very important.
What I want to establish a pattern of contradiction with this government. FGG Jones confirmed that it was Tina Tawaneri that led the team that interrupted the NDC meeting. His deputy in office, Ambrose Wogudu, the same incident, denied that it was not Tina Tawaneri. And Ambassador Steve is telling him all right that the same vehicle spotted at Oima was the same vehicle spotted at Ida Tunnel. The same vehicle spotted at the State Secretariat of APP. And somebody is telling us that APP is not a party of threats to them in Imo State.
All right, your time is up. Let's get more reactions, please. It's important that we maintain a minute 60 seconds so that we can take as many comments as possible, please. 0911 660 6981 or 0913 838 0808. Good morning to you.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Mike.
You're welcome. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Madam Angela. Yeah. Good morning, the guests in the studio. Yeah. Dr. Jones, my boss, I salute. My name is Kachison Epuha. I am calling from my community for Owerri West local government. And got me cranky when he was reacting to one of the reasons why the political party will decide to stage manage against their own. He said it has given them an invitation to a radio station. It got me cranky. However, I also want to respond to the APP police secretary there who gave reasons for coming late. I want to say that is this program is scheduled for 8:45. So even if you are coming from Okigwe or you are coming from anywhere, even if you decide to start coming by 6 a.m., of course you will get your destination. So bad road is not for me, and the reason for coming late. Then I also want to ask them a question, because they are saying attack on their secretariat. They keep saying is that billboard was destroyed, and even the video I saw online, it was just billboard, particularly the APP office at the Glass House. I saw the
yes,
video.
Quickly wrap up your thoughts, please.
Let me summarize, please. So the question I want to ask them is, why are there only billboard destruction? They are now.
All right, catch us.
There is a big difference. So
all right,
they should
thank you.
If billboard was destroyed, they should.
All right, thank you. Let's move on and get more reactions. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Michael.
You're welcome. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Angela.
Welcome to the show.
Let me first of all make this point of Are you with me?
Yes, we're with you. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, let me just make this clarification first of all to the last caller. Anything can make somebody come late to a function. That one is obvious. Before I remains, what I want to say is that because in recent times, opposition parties are, weeping and lamenting that they are being muzzled up by the ruling party. It wasn't so before the 2023 election. I don't know why it is now. But what I will advise them is for them to have a common forum to organize themselves into a common force and see what they can do about it. Because they say that, when we come together, there is a great force. So I think as the situation is now, it calls in.
He's off. All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us there. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, the presenter of the program. Good morning, the guests in the studio. My name is Chief Jude Obaja. I will always call for Mandu Chizog, my autonomous community. Well, what is what doing, the Englishman says, is what doing well. It appears that the saying, live and let live, has completely evaporated into the time air in our fragile peace state. How else can one describe the fact that parties are being attacked with reckless abandon? When, for instance, some time ago, MDC meeting, was attacked when the Secretariat contest Uche Onyagocha was addressing them. And as if that was not enough, recently too, the APP reported that their billboards are being destroyed with reckless abandon. This is not very proper. No matter whoever that is orchestrating this, I think what is. And I do not want to begin to accuse any party as being responsible for this. But all I want to tell those who are doing this is to know that nobody has a monopoly of violence. And when you push somebody to the wall, the person may have no other option than to rebound. According to Hooke's law, in the study of university physics, provided the licensure and the licensing has not been reached, any further extension on it will lead to its breakage. And that will lead to anarchy and maybe breaking of land other than the state. So those refrain from doing this. And no matter whoever that is sponsoring them, I do not want that type of situation to prevail in our state. Imo State is known for being a peaceful state. And this type of situation will not be condoned for whatever reason. Thank you very much and God bless you.
All right, thank you, Chief. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, I'm Kingsley calling from Owerri.
All right, you're welcome.
Please, my brother, this is election time. I want to advise all these opposition parties should take it easily. My brother, let me remind you, last election, everywhere in Imo State, APC billboard was destroyed. And they are not crying. They are flying to win election until they win election. Let them not use this attack, tearing of billboard, deceive them. Let them just go and plan how they're going to win APC in the election. They'll be crying far, APC. Election will come and go. They will lose it. Let them go home and prepare very well. Stop talking, coming to radio station, attack every time. No time for them. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us too. Hello, good morning to you. All right, welcome. Please move away from your radio set.
Okay. I am a front-runner candidate in YPP for Owerri Federal Constituency for House of Representatives.
Okay.
And I am calling to inform the public that my party is not making a statement of witch hunting or accusing any other political party of division. Hooliganism and vandalism as one particular issue that must be avoided in this electoral window. And we're encouraging people to follow the path of peace and ensure that we do it as a friendly thing and as a brotherly thing, so that at the end of the day, everybody will come back to a round table, sit down as one, and make sure we move Imo forward. So my casting aspersions on each other, we should all join hands together, all the parties, and ensure we promote peace and a conducive environment for the forthcoming election. Thank you.
All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us there. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome, sir. Good morning. Please move away from your radio set.
Yes, this is Stephen calling from Babala.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you for the program. I'm not a politician, but I enjoy your program. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Let me start. I want to make. I'm sorry. I listen to your program every time, and I want to let Mr. Josh know something. In our language, that means you see, hand grow from somewhere. APC did not just come up today and start waxing strong. They should stop criticizing other political parties of being a mushroom parties. A child that was born today is expected to grow. And let him bear in mind that if his party is voting of today, peradventure they mix or they lose election copy travel, he will join the ruling party. So they should stop all the things. All we ask of them is good governance. Let them govern us well, nothing else. If they are sure that the people they are ruling is enjoying what they're doing, they should not be scared of what's coming up. They should allow the parties to have a free and fair grab. If their conscience, if APC conscience are true, they are doing well. Going to destroy other people's political billboard and all these facilities, things have been in place. Thank you.
All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us there. Hello, good morning to you. Hello. Good morning. Yes, you're live on radio. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my good people in the studio.
Go ahead with your thoughts, please.
Oh, my name remains Comrade Frank from Works Layout. Honestly, I have been listening very, very carefully in the topic which we are discussing this very good morning. But really, it is not what we expected, honestly. Because, honestly, we for good governance in our country. Let every party have a fair play in the system to operate. Today, maybe one of the parties or maybe have been accused by all these issues. Tomorrow, party is you may be in that party tomorrow. So in all this, party much. We should talk about good governance, how to how to do the right thing at the right time. And in all this, I am pleading all the political parties, honestly, to speak. Like yesterday night, I watched the football match. I saw how the Argentinas and Spain, after the football match, the players, they embrace themselves. So the politicians should... Your enemy today in another party can be your friend. So they should, honestly, to do the right thing at the right time. Thank you, my good people.
All right, thank you. Bless us too. Appreciate it. Hello, good morning to you.
My beloved sister and the brother and the guest in studio, good morning and happy new week.
Good morning.
One man did I call from the Dumubomiri. I'm very, very worried where our democracy is heading to. Whatever that is happening here, we saw it in Anambra, we saw it in Enugu. Today in Imo is hitting us. 1 week ago, we saw NDC lamenting, shouting. We still see APC coming up to say, Chinasawaneri and his team come to bring peace. Today, we are seeing another Wahala, billboards. I think there is many ways to go this way than using 5,000, destroying other people's billboards in the name of they have never paid for signage. I don't know. How do we be able to detect a true Democrat? And how can we be able to imitate or copy a step of a leader? We are not getting it right. For about some months now, in federal, we see opposition facing heat, going to court as tomorrow no day. When the country have other responsibility, other things that need attention, today have come down to the state. Where opposition cannot do meetings, they cannot put their billboards, even when most of them have offices that have spent many years, all in the name of I remain in power. Ha! Something is fishy. I want to appeal to opposition. If you are willing to take power, means to make sure that you are really to stand this pressure. Because as I see what is happening, when election is 6 months ahead of us, that means more wars and trouble are to come.
All right.
But if any ruling party or whoever that is an agency think that this is the best way to prove that we are in power, well, time will tell. Thank you and God bless you.
Bless you
Thank
too. Because of time, we need to return to the gentleman. So because at the end of the day, if we have this conversation and all what we achieve is accusation and counter accusations. We've not achieved anything as journalists and as broadcast, as radio station. And the reason for this program is to ensure that there is peace in Imo State. And if there is peace in Imo State, businesses will thrive.
Yeah.
Economy will grow, and the indices, of course, will show. So that is the reason for this program. And we will not conclude this program without achieving that. So we'll return to the gentlemen in the studio to have their final thoughts, and also to have their words too, that henceforth we will not hear issues of maybe billboard issue, accusations, counter accusations, and Imo, the true democracy. Imo State will be a true example of democracy being played in the country. So we'll start with you, Honorable Michael. Then return to go straight to Ambassador Steve. Then we have Dr. Jones. Then we can finalize the show this morning.
We're racing against time.
Imo YPP, Young Progressives Party, is a party of peace, is a law-abiding party, and that was why we took the step of involving law enforcement agencies when we realized this, so that they can do thorough investigation and bring the perpetrators to book. But then, come to think of it, Imo people are not interested, or the issues before Imo people is not how many, billboards you can tear or how many billboards you can destroy. Not how many party secretariats that you can attack. Not the amount of intimidations against opposition party. Imo people are hungry for good governance. Imo people are interested in building quality healthcare system. Imo people are interested in building, in delivering quality education, quality road infrastructure network, and all of that. And this is one thing YPP is assuring Imo people. This is one thing our candidates, this is one of the values of our candidates in YPP. And I think that is what is causing a jittery in some of the camps. So we are not a party of violence, and we have abided by the laws of the land. Every laws of the land, we follow them. So
Thank you.
Ambassador Steve, it's been a wonderful time on the show today.
Let me once again thank you for giving us this opportunity to make this known to Imo people. It is unusual. It is uncalled for. I want to put it on record that the APP, the Action People's Party of Imo State, led by Honorable Ernest Njesi, with critical leaders such as Dr. Chimamati Amadi, Honorable Ikenga Ogochinyere, and Dr. Matthew Nwoku, and other critical leaders across the 205 West and 27 local government, that we are not only prepared with the objective of the party, which is strong economy with the people, we are prepared to be in government because Imo people have accepted the party. That is the truth today. And I want to appeal to the governor of the state and the security agencies. The character that have been in the public domain and their cohort should be called to order. Level playing ground should be given to the political parties, including my party. This is not a conspiracy theory. It is a recurring decimal. It should be put to stop. Let me also say this. My party will resist this unwarranted, unprovoked attack going forward. We are prepared for the election. I will believe that we are going to win the election by the special grace of God. Thank you very much.
All right, and Dr. Jones who joins virtually. We have you.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, and the lady in the studio. I think Imolites, I want to thank Imolites for their continuous support to the APC. APC is a party that is in charge in Imo State. We have 99% of all elective positions occupied by the APC. We do not need to attack anybody. We have allowed a level playing ground for all political parties in the state to market themselves to the people, because we recognize that the people are the kingmakers. The people are who matter in an election. And I want to advise opposition political parties to ensure that they play by the rules. They should stop destroying their billboards in order to attract attention. They should stop lying in order to attract attention. They should tell more people what they are going to do differently. Are they going to scrape off the Owerri Olu Road, the Olu to Akoka Road? Are they going to scrape off the Owerri to Okigwe Road? Are they going to scrape off the Owerri to Angara and Okigwe Road? Are they going to scrape off the good works? Are they going to demolish the over 50-something hospitals we have built?
Dr.
Are they
Jones,
going
we
to
need to
stop
step
paying
out
civil
of the
servants
studio right
and
now.
when due the highest
Dr. Jones, we
minimum
need
wage
to
in the
step
country?
out of the studio
So
right
what
now.
are they going to do
Please.
differently? They didn't tell the people. Thank you very much to Imo Lights, and may they will continue to support the APC, because we have proven that we have their interest at heart.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
There you have it.
So that has been our show. The three gentlemen didn't allow us talk. Well, what can we say? It's been a beautiful show. Let's do this again. Please don't go anywhere. Merema and her team comes up shortly. My name is Angela Nkwa Akpolu. I wish you a beautiful morning.
Then you can go back to our YouTube page to watch this show again, or better still, our Facebook page to watch this show in case you missed the show. And many thanks to the gentlemen who graced the show, the YPP State Chairman, Right Honorable Michael Ayawu, the APC Publicity Secretary, Owunsanya FCC Jones, PhD, and the Publicity Secretary of APP, Action People's Party, Ambassador Steve Nadi, KSM. Nadi. Right, did I get it?
Yes.
Thank you. Apologies, please, Ambassador. Right. So enjoy the rest of your day. Keep the dialogue right here and have a great day. My name is Michael Oni.
See as the rhythm they sweet, it they make your body move. News, talk music complete. Groove FM now the real groove. From morning shows to the late night jam, we they give you correct program. People make you sabi say, Groove FM go brighten your day. Anytime where you tune that dial, happiness go fill your mind. Groove FM, they make you smile, giving you the perfect ride. Groove 98.1. Oh, na. Into with you, we they groove you well. Music where they touch your soul. From Owerri to the world, we they shine forever. 98.1. Oh, baby, anywhere you there, we they lift your mood. Groove FM, the heartbeat of